everyone, welcome back to Savor the Moments with Tia and Friends. I am so excited to give you a taste of what's happening on the East End. Today we're with our friends over at Slow Food East End. They are celebrating the life of Joshua Levine. He was an amazing soul that was a farmer out here on the East End. He was a big supporter of putting gardens into local schools. And what I love about what he's doing, or what his foundation is doing, is that they're continuing to do that nationwide. So if you want to know more about slow food, check out what's going on in your own state to see how you can be proactive in a farm to table with the schools or farm to table within your home. So let's go inside, let's see what's happening. You never know who we might see. Captain Peter Haskell is going to be there, Mecox Bay Dairy Farm is going to be there, and several more people, which are bed and breakfasts like Barron's Cove, which is over there. We can go over there. Yeah, so Barron's Cove is going to be there, and several more amazing souls from the North and South Fork. So let's get ready, sit back, enjoy, and let's savor away. All right, everyone, so we are here at Dodds and Eater. They are located in Sag Harbor, and they're the ones that are housing this amazing event. Hey, Heather.
Hey, Tia. How's it going?
Good seeing you too. Yeah. So this is Heather from Amagansett Food Institute. You hear us talking about it all the time. And she's the one that actually introduced us to Peter Haskell.
Love Peter, yes.
And she's the one that introduced us to the Slow Food East End.
Like what they do.
Yes. So,
well, Slow Food East End is an organization that we've partnered with quite a bit, and they are an international organization that is a really strong network of educators and chefs and intellectuals in the realm of local food and slow food. So I believe their motto is good, clean, and fair.
Yeah.
So they're really all about access to good, healthy, local, high-quality food for everyone. So the East End chapter is really strong, and they have this incredible school gardens program. So this fundraiser that we're on is actually the proceeds all go to support more garden education for kids on the East End. So, you know, at the Amagansett Food Institute, since we work with food producers and farmers, we've done some workshops in the past where we collaborated with Slow Food to offer, you know, educational deep dives into heirloom varieties. They have this great initiative called the Arc of Taste. So they, it's an effort to preserve biodiversity and heirloom varieties of seeds, which is really important to the success of small farms, which is a lot of who we work with at the Food Institute. So there's a lot of synchronicity there.
So today we're going to be able to journey and see like what other farmers are here.
Yeah,
foodies. I'm excited too.
I haven't even dived in, but I think there's some local wines, some chefs.
Yes, breweries, distilleries.
Yeah.
So let's find out what we can do.
Let's go.
And I love the music.
Last one at Page, but
Yes.
I'm here with
Haskell Seafood.
Yes.
Dina.
She's a freaking amazing.
Hi.
She's like you. She works at East End Hospital. She just like she does amazing shit for people.
I love that.
and brine, red grapefruit as well, white balsamic vinegar. You and I are friends on either Facebook or...
Oh my god. Tia, this is my friend Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Don't worry. It's a lot to juggle. Yeah.
So we're Saltburn Cellars. We're one of the 4 brands that we feature at the Peconic Cellar Door at Peconic on the North Fork. Today we're pouring our Chardonnay, we're pouring our Sauvignon Blanc, and we're out of the Rosé. That seemed to be the hot ticket today. It's the first real day of spring, so it feels like everybody's going for the pink stuff already.
Lovely, adorable girls pick the winning tickets. All right, so what's your Eve? Eve is gonna pick our ticket. Eve, pick mine. This is tough, but you have to pick mine. Okay, Eve. Eve is she's non-judgmental. She can't commit.
6470461. 6470.
And that is Melissa Cohen. Melissa Cohen, are you in the room? Melissa Cohen? All right, we're going to let Melissa know that she was the winner. Thanks all so much.
So, Chef Jay, we met inside.
Yes, we
So, tell me a little bit about your culinary journey and your involvement with Slow Food.
Well, I've been involved with Slow Food for over probably 10 years. New to the East End. I've been out here since June of this year. I'm the executive chef at Barron's Cove. I'm also now on the board of Slow Food East End as well. I'm the chair of the Chefs to School program. I'm also on the national board for Slow Foods.
Oh my gosh.
For the Chefs Alliance as well. So we're working with farmers, with the Arc of Taste as well. So we're trying to work with local farmers, bringing back, working with endangered species in terms of plants and foods and seafood. I work with Haskell Seafood as well. Peter, I love Peter. He and I have a great relationship together. I'm using underutilized as well as sustainable fish from Long Island, really trying to feature our menu with local menu as well. Barron's Cove being on the bay, which is right over there.
Yes.
And trying to feature reworked classic American seafood dishes with a new twist, trying to really use super local seafood as well as local farms, local cheeses, local purveyors as well.
Wine
as well. And really trying to get things going. It's really been an interesting journey with me being out here for a year Trying to it's like almost, it's a great like adventure for me to rediscover new farms, new purveyors as well. I was based out of Westchester in the Hudson Valley for many years with Slow Food, so I had a lot of relationships, and now I'm trying to find new relationships and finding new people like you as well who feel the same way as I do. And it's a great experience, and this event tonight was a great event for the Sustainable Gardens. And I'm also working with the Chefs of Schools, which we go to local schools and teach kids how to eat sustainably and to cook the local foods.
And at Hayground. So the children that were here today were from Hayground.
Okay. So I was there actually last week with Chef Arjun, runs the program at Hayground. And we went in, we actually did New Orleans style food for them. And we did gumbo, we did red beans and rice. We actually had the kids doing vignettes.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a great experience, and the kids were great. And I love teaching, so it's really a great experience to get people in here and to, we'll find out what we're doing, and, to get the kids to know, we're in a great area out here.
Yes.
And it's really amazing to get in here and to, get people involved.
And what I love what you're doing, especially being the voice out here on the East End, you're incorporating the local farmers.
Yes.
The vineyards and the fishermen to Barron's Cove, so the tourists, when they're coming in and dining in with you, they get a taste.
And what's great, sorry I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
But it's also great, we're using Maycock's dairy, we're using Catapano dairy for our cheeses. So
what was the other dairy?
Catapano, which is up in the North Fork.
Ooh.
So they're doing all sheep's milk cheeses.
Okay.
So we're, it's
we got to check that out too.
And I'd love to even do something with you where we can do something together.
Yes.
I work with a lot of the local oystermen as well. So it's been a fun adventure out here. And
have you been out in the water yet?
I haven't yet. I'm supposed to soon.
Maybe you can come with me.
Oh yeah, let's go.
And we'll go fishing together.
No, but we can go for local oysters. There's
oysters. That would be so much fun.
Matt from Peconic Old Oysters is a good friend of mine to get his oysters, and I've been trying to go out with him. So maybe we could do it together.
We should do it together.
Let's do it.
And then I'll capture something. Yeah. Hopefully they don't nip me. I don't know about that.
Be safe.
Oh, okay.
And then we could bring some wine and some
yeah, let's do that. Let's do local wine. Let's do that.
Wine and oysters. I mean,
wine and oysters.
That's perfect.
On a Sunday.
That's great.
Sunday fun day.
Any day. Any day is good with oysters and wine.
Yes.
That's perfect.
So until next time, we'll savor away with you. But everyone can find you at Barron's Cove.
Barron's Cove. We're looking for, come out. We have the great view. We're right on the water. We're serving breakfast every day as well. And come out and see us. Come out, join us in the East End.
Year round.
Year round.
Okay. That's good. Thank you so much. Welcome. And I'll email you tomorrow.
Yeah, let's talk.
So I'm so excited, Penny, for tonight. It was such a wonderful experience to be here. It's actually my first time attending this event because we moved here a year ago. I'm
so glad you came.
And Peter Haskell told us about it. Kim Folks, Kate and Heather from Amagansett Food Institute, and Josh and John from Peconic Land Trust are like, you have to check out this event, and I loved it.
I'm so glad you came. It is an event that's growing.
Yes.
In our reach to people and chefs and our reach of what we do, it's really growing. So I'm glad you came.
And tell us a little bit more about the garden school. I want to know more about it.
Okay, so we Slow Food East End, we support 30 plus school gardens on the East End, North and South Fork. But we've already grown from just supporting schools. We have a garden at Maureen's Haven, which is a women's shelter. We're going into Head Start. We're working on a garden on the Shinnecock Nation. So we have schools plus. And the funds from this event go to support our 3 master farmers, 1 on the North Fork, 2 on the South Fork. And then we write mini grants to schools that apply for garden supplies or growing towers or whatever they need to sustain their garden for the year. So it's really great.
Wow. So what's the next step? Like, what else will you guys be doing on the East End to continue like the activation of raising awareness? Like, what can we do?
Well, interesting, just this morning I got an email from a woman in Bridgehampton saying, I have a school, what can I do to get my school involved in this? I'm like, yes! So that was really exciting, but I'm going to give you a story that just happened.
Okay.
So there's a woman who is the school gardener at Head Start in Southampton. And I met her and we were chatting about her program. And I said, what happens to your garden during the summer? She says, well, our program is done in June, and we don't pick up till the end of August, almost September. I'm like, well, that's got to be challenging because you plant things, and then what happens? She said, yeah, it's a problem. I was having a particularly rough day putting this event together, and things were mounting and mounting in me. And I get an email from her, and she said, "You know, I thought about what you said, and I know I pass that garden once a week in the summer. So I am going to go to that garden once a week. I am going to harvest, and I am going to bring that food to a soup kitchen."
Wow.
Right? I cried. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
So all the little stuff that you go through to make it happen, when you realize that reaches, it starts with the kids learning how to grow and where the food comes from, and then now over the summer helping families get fresh food. I know. It was big. It was big for me.
I would
really
love to go.
amazing.
Like, where is there a soup kitchen nearby?
There
Like
were
what?
many. They were all over there.
Right here?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I know. I'm on the North Fork, and I know one of the churches in Greenport do it. A lot of them are very. They don't want to publicize. Because
Okay.
They don't want the people who are going in need to
be known. That's
to be known.
yes.
But all over both forks, there are soup kitchens.
How can we find out how to help?
Well,
Like we go to slowfoodieastend.org. Like
you probably could, but I know I'll give you another case in
Okay.
point. One of the farms out here, Invincible Summer, had at the end of the season had a glut of sweet potatoes, like 200 plus pounds.
oh my goodness.
And she picked the sweet potatoes, brought it over to Amagansett Food Institute. We had volunteers who cut the potatoes, cryovac the potatoes,
Oh my
and now
gosh.
put them out to all the soup kitchens or food banks. So,
Wow.
you know, it's hard to get fresh produce
Yes.
in the winter, but now we're keeping that going, sustaining it. So what I love about how Slow Foods has come is how we've really developed partners. Why should we stand alone?
Exactly.
When there are other groups doing such great things for the community, let's join forces and do it together.
Yes. And continue the effort of sustainability.
Absolutely. There's
I
so
love
many
that.
there's so many people in need, and there's so many people who have.
Yes.
So can we join the haves and those who have not, and work together to make it balance across the board, that everybody benefits from the abundance in this community that we have.
And I love that you guys are doing that, and you
Thank
guys
you.
are that platform.
Thank you, I
and that
appreciate
voice.
that. Yeah, I appreciate
for the
that.
farmers, like anyone in the agriculture community, and the
Absolutely.
chefs, and everyone coming together. Like
Right.
I really love that.
Slow Food has something called Chefs Alliance. So what that is we work on bringing the chefs together, who can then support the farmers, and who we know the farmers then support the community. One of our farms, can I name a name? Deep Roots in Southold, which
Okay.
is a lovely farm, started just giving seconds. But they're like, this is crazy. Why should we just give seconds to CAST, Community Action Southold Town? Every week, they have a box of produce that CAST picks up to feed the people that are in need. So it's just growing, and people are helping. And for me personally, nothing feels better than when I give.
Yes, I love it.
Right?
Giving to someone is so priceless.
It is.
And it's also effortless too.
It can be.
And people not only on the East End can be a part of the slow food movement, it's also U.S. nationwide.
It's international.
International,
It is
so it's worldwide.
international. It is worldwide. And on the East End, we have one of the largest chapters in the United States, and we have the largest school garden program in the nation.
Oh my
Isn't it
goodness.
exciting? Yeah.
So I'm really excited. You guys can check out slowfood.
So it's slowfoodeastend.org.
Okay.
And find out all the information and become a member, and come to our events and get to meet the people who are really making it happen on the East End.
Yes, and just like we were here tonight, you can come to next year or the other events that we may have.
Absolutely. You have tons
Yes.
of events.
So stay tuned to Slow Food East End.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Thank you.
Oh, your doll. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Okay. So I'm here with Myron and Ann. And tell us a little bit more about the foundation and how this whole, like, everything started, because I know it's from you guys.
My son was working, Ann's husband Josh was working at Quail Hill Farm, and there was a tragic accident. He was successful in real estate, but he and Ann decided they wanted to come out here, and Josh really had a passion for farming. There was a tragic accident, and the community after the accident was just so incredibly supportive, and of Ann, myself, of our whole family. And I think it originated by Slow Food East End coming to us wanting to do something to honor Josh. And they held the first event, and it was at the American Hotel. Ted Coughlin owned the American Hotel and still does. And I think he was the founder of Slow Food East End.
Wow.
And he donated the hotel, the venue, and the food and everything. And that event was held, and we donated the proceeds to Sylvester Manor, which is a farm that dates back to literally the 1600s.
Oh my, where?
On Shelter Island.
On Shelter
Oh.
Island. And the money was used to fund 2 apprentice farmers that year. And from that, we found out that there are these edible garden programs on the East End. They only had at the time maybe 5 or 6 of them. And it really fit very well with Josh's philosophy. And he had a passion for not just healthy eating, but education, and like Ann and Josh did. And so it sort of morphed into something different, and we came up, I don't remember how it was originally, came up originally with the idea, but the idea of master farmers came up. The problem with these edible garden programs is that you'll have a parent who's very focused, very involved, but then the child graduates and moves to another school. So there was no sustainability because they constantly had people coming in and out. And so we came up with the idea of having master farmers to work with these schools and the educators and the parents. And that provided continuity so that even if a parent who was committed and worked hard and volunteered left, there would still be somebody there that would be able to teach the next generation of leaders.
Wow.
And from that, it's grown over 7 years or so.
Wow.
From, I think 6 or 7 schools that had it to now over 30. And it's an incredible program.
It seems like it's spreading to New York State, like past Long Island, right? And
yeah, what we have created is really something that should be replicated.
Yes.
We don't have the capacity to do it. We're a local organization. We have the capacity to expand in our area. But the model, there's no question that the model that we've set up would work incredibly well across the country. There are so many areas, not like the Hamptons, but areas that have schools with farming. And these local gardens teach kids so much. It's not just about healthy eating, but they even use some of the things they learn in the gardens, the programs, they integrate them into some of the core curriculum, math and science and what have you.
Wow.
It teaches kids about philanthropy because, as I don't know if you were here, but one of the schools, they're even growing now flowers and they're donating them to senior centers and hospice centers. Food where
That's
permissible
beautiful.
can be donated to food pantries. So it teaches children about so many healthy things that they should be learning.
Into giving back to their community.
Right. And the beautiful thing is that this is something that organically can grow. I don't mean to use that pun, but it certainly can grow as opposed to a charity that just solves a particular problem but doesn't really, this can really expand, but we need to get other communities to be aware of what we're doing, and that's not so easy. So we need somebody major like an Alice Waters or something.
Yes, yes,
Obama
yes, like, take it on board.
And be able to promote nationwide that if you want to really teach kids this is the way you can really develop a program that works.
But is the model, like, just say another state wants to come in, do they reach out to your foundation and saying we would like to have this model in our school?
know what they would have to do, really. They certainly could talk to us, and we could tell them how we've done it. We could give them advice. But what we would love to be able to ultimately do is be able to go to somebody who was able to promote this where they would really listen to that person. I mean, we're just, local East End charity. We don't have the reach that can really get this out to the wider public across the network.
But this is a start.
Yes, and
like
this
this
the template.
Yes.
It's definitely a template.
Yes.
It makes it easier for people.
Because what you're doing here is very inspirational, and it's beautiful, and we're celebrating a life. And we're celebrating like the springtime, like the freshness of what we all should be doing by giving back and being sustainable and being a part of a local community. But again, I feel like what you're doing, it could be in other areas. Just
it should be.
Like it's just natural.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, but lots of no-brainers are hard to get somebody to actually
So it's a great way to bring people together. We live in a very divisive world.
Yes, we do.
So this is something everyone eats. Everyone wants to have the best food for their kids, and so this is a great way to reach people and bring them together.
So what we'll do is, I would love to go to one of the schools with you guys, and maybe we could talk a little bit more about it. And then hopefully someone that's watching could reach out to someone that they may know, Michelle Obama, or someone else you never know that would want to tap into it. Just saying her name again, Michelle Obama. So you never know who's watching that wants to be involved, because this is a great cause, because the children is our future. They're the next generation, and we need to ingrain this on them now. So thank you so much for sharing this with me, and I feel honored to be here and learn more about what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to go to a school with you too.
Yeah,
Seriously, I'm serious. Yes. So for you guys, for everyone to find out more, how can they find you guys?
Probably the best way right now is to contact Slow Food East End.
Slow Food East End.
And the president this year is Penny Schwartz. And that would probably be the best way, because I'm sort of... So we'll talk with her, and we'll get that going and get people connected.
Yes, and if you want, I actually work at Amber Waves Farm in Amagansett, so
yes,
we have a great education program, organic vegetables, and a really great place for your kids to hang out. So.
Then we should come out to you.
Come visit me.
Yes, and then you can give us a tour of Amber Waves.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna do it soon, so stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.